start by showing you how to make these bunnies what you need. We've got our little pattern. I'll give that to you. And then it's made with this dollar store fabric. You can use other fabric if you like, but I like this because it doesn't unravel. It's woven and it's cheap. It was $1.75 each. And then you're going to use just a bag of this Crafter's Square stuffing. The only thing I didn't get at the dollar store was this quilting fabric. You need that. And then I made some flowers. I'll show them to you. I made some flowers, and I'm going to use some green ribbon. How to decorate them, that'll be up to you at the end, okay? The first thing you're going to do is I've got it all pre-cut already. Here's our little bunny. You're going to take all your pattern and you're going to just pin it together like this. Okay, when you get that all done, you put it on your fabric and you cut it out. I want you to cut out 2 of these for the front and the back, and then 2 of the quilted stuffings. Okay, and there's the back of our bunny. Okay, I'm going to come right back and we'll get busy and start sewing this. So this here is the last page of our pattern, and I have a little bit for the ear and then an egg and the pocket shape. And I'm going to show you, get close here. See how it's got this little fold mark on it? But for the pocket, you want to cut out 2. I've got the back one cut out, and the back one looks like this. Okay, then I'm going to cut out another one, this outer edge right here, and we'll put this one over top and sew it with some lace. So now I'm going to cut out, here's the pattern for the egg. And now I'm going to cut out just by hand. I'm not pinning it or anything like that. I'm just going to cut this out a little bit larger than the egg shape because I want it to show when I sew it. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put my egg down. This one on top, and then I'll put this one on top of it, right side up. And then we'll sew it around the outside edge here. And the only thing, once that's done, then I will trim out any excess and make the egg look the way I want it to. Okay, so those are the next 2 things we're going to sew. So now I'm just going to take this all apart here. There's our little egg shape. Okay. So now I've taken and pinned just the front half of the bunny, and the back half is here. Okay, we'll work on it later. And all I want to do, I'm not going to sew the outer edge yet. All I'm going to do is attach the pocket. I'm going to put it right about here like this, I think. And what I want to do is I folded the top over, but I have a little bit of lace too that I want to put on here. So wrap that around here. And that around here. So, but I have some of my lace on. I'm going to put this right about here. Let's see what our egg's going to look like in there too. Yeah, maybe a little lower. I'll put it down in here. So now we're going to take it back to the machine, and I'm going to very carefully sew around from here, around, and then up this side. So now we've got our little pocket sewed to our bunny. And I will go back and I will pin the other two sections together, front and back, and then we'll sew around the outer edge. So here's the bottom half of the bunny. Now I've got it semi-pinned, and the upper bunny. What I'm going to do is flip that. And now I'm going to just transfer some of these pins over here. Because this fabric's quite stretchy, I want to make sure that it's pinned really, really well through all layers. I'm going to continue doing that all the way around, making sure that it's all lined up so that the edge is nice and smooth. So it's like that. And then we're going to take it over on the sewing machine, and we'll sew just along the outer edge with the machine first. Okay. Because I want to start a gap, have a gap in the bottom, I'm going to start right at the bottom by my foot. Because there's not a lot of fabric at the end here, well, because there wasn't a lot of fabric at the end, I used my scissors to give it a little extra push through until the teeth could grab it. look. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in a thin layer of stuffing inside. Starting up the ears and working my way down. So I'm just going to continue stuffing our little friend here. And like I said, I don't want it to be really thickly stuffed. I just want it to have a little bit of three-dimension look to it, nothing too thick. Okay, so now I'm going to take it and I'll just do the final bit along the bottom here. And I'll go sew that up. So here's our little bunny all done up. Here, I'll make it. Here's our little bunny all done up, and now we can start decorating him. And I start with the egg, and I just put a piece of ribbon around it, this ribbon, and I sewed it on both sides. So now the rest of the things that we're going to do, I'm going to use a glue gun. So I think for our egg, all I'll do is I will make a little ribbon bow, just a little one. There. Green ribbon would look nice too, but unfortunately I don't have any that width. So okay, so there's our little egg, and we'll put that in the pocket. You could make carrots too if you liked, for something a little bit different. And now I want to take this green ribbon here. I had to take a break and recharge my silly phone. Anyway, here's our bunny. There, here. I think I'm going to glue the back just because this thing's going to be hanging up, right? Like it's going to be sitting on its end, and I don't want this to come down. So that. Here. Here. I'll put one. Oh, she looks wonderful. I'm going to call that good, and I will put her up and take some final pictures.